Hey guys, welcome back to the Watford career mode here on FIFA 20. Things aren't going so well in Watford in real life with I even forget all of the managers. Kike, Sanchez, Flores being sacked again for the second time, but we're going to hopefully bring some more joy to Watford fans here in the career mode. So we've got 3 more games for you guys today, 2 games in the Premier League and our 3rd round game in the FA Cup, which I definitely am going to prioritise this season. But here's the team for the first game against Wolves at home. It's our standard team. It's becoming kind of our default 11. And as the teams are coming out, as you just saw there, Granit Xhaka has transferred over to Wolves, a very interesting transfer. Obviously, we've seen what's happened to him in real life and in falling out with the Arsenal fans, but it'll be interesting to see whether he leaves or not. But we go straight into the game here. Archie Williams coming in on the right side, trying to get the ball square to Jonathan Ikone, and Jonathan Ikone just being smothered there by Rui Patricio, I think. And it was an early chance for us, but unfortunately we weren't able to get the breakthrough. But yeah, we kind of both teams were in this game. Both teams were kind of just get into grips with the game a little bit. Neither of us were hitting too many hard punches, getting the boxing analogies in today. But the ball gets played through here to Iñaki Williams, who squares the ball. Well, I didn't say square the ball. Tried to shoot, but was well saved by Rui Patricio. Picked up again by Jonathan Ikone, and Jonathan Ikone expertly steers the ball with a beautiful finesse shot there around the goalkeeper, and we find ourselves 1-0 ahead. It was a good ball into Iñaki Williams from Guendouzi, I think it was. But the ball came out and Jonathan Ikone calmly picked the ball up, went past a few defenders, and then just really nicely curled the ball past the goalkeeper. So that's a fantastic bit of play from him, and we do pick up the lead at home against this Wolves team, which obviously are a very good team. So we're interested to see whether we can keep this lead as Granit Xhaka gets the ball, plays a 1-2 with Raul Jimenez, I think. Gets one shot saved by Ben Foster, and another fantastic stop there. Great double save by Ben Foster there. Haven't been too certain of him this season, but a great double save there from Granit Xhaka, keeping us in the lead in this game. But they do have a corner now. They got some big centre backs, so we'll see what happens there. And the ball has how's that happened then? So the ball's looped over the man on the line. I'm not sure whether the man on the line was just being dopey or whether it actually looped him, but I actually think it may have come off. It does come off a Watford player. It comes off one of our own players. It looks like that might be Iñaki Williams. So our man who scored so many goals for us this season and been our talismanic striker. Not sure who's on the line. I think it's maybe Femenia, but just absolutely just watched the ball go over his head. Didn't even make an effort, and I think it was Iñaki Williams. Yes, it was Iñaki Williams who gets the own goal just before half-time. So pegs us back, but I haven't seen many own goals from us this season. But yeah, as we move into the second half, Wolves managed to pinch the ball back there with Raul Jimenez. Can he square the ball? What does he do? He does square the ball. And I'm not sure whether it was maybe Dendoncker or someone. No, maybe it's not Dendoncker, but he absolutely just kind of lashes it a bit almost. And definitely should have scored there, Wolves. The ball kind of just ended up rolling across the line, but unable to score there for Wolves. But they definitely started the second half a little better than we have. Gerard Deulofeu cuts inside here. Can he get a shot away? He can get a shot away. Beautifully saved by Patricio. But the ball comes out to Iñaki Williams, and he is the quickest to react. And making up for his own goal earlier in the game. Iñaki Williams poaching there. No defenders following in. He was the only one following Gerard Deulofeu's strike and was able to just slot the ball there past Patricio. Even though he did get up relatively quickly, there's nothing he could do there to stop Iñaki Williams. So that was exactly what we needed. And that's kind of how the game pretty much panned out. Wolves didn't really have too many opportunities as the ball gets paid out here to Doherty, who skips past one man. He might try and get the cross in. No, he skips past 2 man, 3 man. Guys, any defending as he hits the outside netting, but I'm not sure. It didn't look like none of our players wanted to tackle him. That was a little mazy run there by Doherty. I actually really like him in real life as well. He's played a real good part for Wolves. As Ruben Neves has a free kick here and he bangs the crossbar. The Ruben Neves free kick is always going to be a problematic, but there's a bit of pinball in the box and Wolves have put the ball away in the 89th minute. But what I think it's not being given. I'm not 100% sure why it's not being given. VAR, let's get the VAR out here. The game didn't show me a replay, so I wasn't sure what. I think it was a foul that was given. Didn't look like offside. I don't think there was any offside in there, But Ben Foster hoofs the ball away, just getting it clear, get the ball away from us. And Adama Traore's got the ball here. Adama Traore has been playing fantastically in real life here as he tries to do some step overs, tries to get past Messina. He does get past Messina. Messina not able to cope with the strength of Adama Traore as he, I think, wins a goal kick. Yeah, I think, well, Rob was some good piece of defending there from Rob Holding. Taking on Adama Traore. He's like, Messina, get out of the way. You're not good enough to handle Adama Traore as he gets the ball for a goal kick. And that is the end of the game. So Iñaki Williams, the centre of that game, with an own goal, getting Wolves back into the game, but then getting the crucial goal in the second half for us. And giving us the huge win against Wolves, one of our main rivals. But before we get into the next game, we got an interesting transfer offer for Roberto Pereira. So I've said in the past couple of episodes, I'm not the biggest fan of Roberto Pereira. I just don't necessarily play in the way that he does. And Atalanta came in with a decent offer. And I think we tried to push them a little bit, but I think they weren't going to pay more than 14 million, which I actually thought was a fair amount for Roberto Pereira. So we did go on and sell him. So this is the next game, the FA Cup, and actually we're going to treat this as almost like a testimonial or a farewell to Roberto Pereira. He's done relatively well when he's come into our team, but I just think moving forward, he's not the right winger for us. Obviously, we start with Ismail Assar and Gerard Deulofeu. But yeah, he's going to start this game, obviously his final game for us. This is obviously an FA Cup game, so we've rotated the squad plenty with Gomez in goal, Ryan Brewster starting up front with Danny Welbeck just in behind him. So I'm interested to see whether Brewster and Welbeck can do anything here against this Accrington Town, I think their name is, Accrington Town team. But yeah, let's see how we do. Hopefully we can get some goals in this game. But we're kind of 20 minutes in and nothing's really happened so far. Accrington are playing pretty well as they get the ball crossfield there, get the ball into the far post. Great defending there as I think a player is fouled there, but the ball falls to one of the Accrington Town midfielders in the box. And he's really sharp on it and just swivels. I think there probably was a penalty coming. It was a fantastic clearance there, I think, by Cathcart, as there was a striker, I think, found in the box there, but McConneville, who it was, just reacted really, really quickly there, swiveled and slotted the ball past Aurelio Gomez. So not the start I was hoping for. I thought this might be one of those cup games that's maybe a bit of a rollover. But very much not the case here as they again find themselves attacking. The ball comes out to Pritchard. He absolutely does Danny Welbeck. He's just kind of dribbling past us. He gets his shot away, but it's straight into the arms of Aurelio Gomez. So yeah, from what I thought this game might be in terms of a quite an easy win for us, has turned out to be actually very difficult as Roberto Pereira on one of our very few breaks, getting the ball through to Brewster. Can he get his shot away? He can get it away, but he was fouled as he was taking the shot. Is that a penalty as Danny Welbeck misses the open goal? The angle was getting a little tight, but it still was an open goal as it bounces off the post, at the outside of the post, then back off his knee. And that kind of just sums Danny Welbeck up for me. I haven't really been the biggest fan of Danny Welbeck. As Accrington Town break again, they've got a man over at the far post that they can get the ball across. They can get it across. He got onto the wrong side of Holebas. I'm not sure who that was, but definitely should have been scoring there. Can't believe they missed that. And it looks like the Accrington Town team have kind of gone, well, maybe this we've got nothing to lose here. Why not? As we have to react in the second half by bringing on the big guns. So we brought on Gerard Deulofeu, Jonathan Ikone and Iñaki Williams, and it is the middle of those substitutes, Jonathan Ikone, who finally gets us level in the 78th minute. We were toiling in the second half before we had to bring on the big guns. But they both there was two players lining up for it almost, but the ball was left through to Jonathan Ikone, who smashes the ball away. And it looks like it was just that extra bit of quality that we needed to get past Accrington Town. Maybe I underestimated them for. Fair play to them. They came out and played in the first half better than I thought they would. And they caused us some problems, so we had no choice but to bring on the big guns. But now we've got just over 10 minutes to see if we can win this game without having to go to a replay. As Will Hughes picks the ball up here, sprays the ball out beautifully to Holebas. Holebas one-on-one with his defender. What can he do? He can get the ball into Jonathan Ikone, who's bearing down in on goal. What will he do? He just square the ball to Iñaki Williams, again one of the other substitutes, and that is the difference in quality. Two of our biggest players who've come on have made the biggest difference, and with just under 10 minutes to go, we find ourselves 2-1 ahead now. And yeah, that's just, as I was saying, the difference in class. Accrington Town did really well in the first half, but Jonathan Ikone, Iñaki Williams, Jonathan Ikone picks the ball up again here into Iñaki Williams. These guys are running the show now. As Jonathan Ikone gets the ball into Roberto Pereira, and Roberto Pereira on his final game for Watford scores an absolute screamer. What a way for a send-off for Roberto Pereira. That's good to see him kind of leave on a high for us. That was a fantastic goal in top bins. And yeah, it looks like Accrington Town have run out of ideas and stamina now, and it looks like we will be progressing to the 4th round of the FA Cup. This game's been a lot tougher than I thought it would be, as Holivas again gets here on the right hand side, crosses the ball across, but unable to finish. But yeah, as fair play to Accrington, they were very, very good in this game, particularly in the first half. But it looks like that may be told as they have a chance to break again here. Ben Key, will he get the shot away? He's taken a touch away from goal. What's he trying to do? He squares the ball back, and it was well saved there by Aurelia Gomez. Time is running out, so they tried one last hurrah, but it was fabulously saved. Can they do anything from this free kick? It was a poor free kick cleared by I think Roberto Pereira at the near post, and that is it. That is the end of the game. So fair play to Accrington Stanley. I'll give them a round of applause. You know, they put up a good fight in the first half, but we had to bring on the big guns, and they just really showed Accrington who's boss, and we progressed through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. So that's a good win and a good result for us. Can't complain, and we jump straight into the next game. We're not faffing around here, getting into the games here, and we find ourselves away at the South Coast at Bournemouth, who again, a team kind of roughly on our standings. This will be a close game as Jonathan Ikone picks the ball up here in central midfield with just Iñaki Williams ahead of him. He does get the ball through to Iñaki Williams. Can he get a shot away? He can get it away. Left foot strike into the top corner. What a fantastic goal. Iñaki Williams has been on a hot streak of the last couple of episodes in this series, and he looks like to be continuing here. And that was a fantastic bit of play there and a fantastic finish. But Bournemouth looking to be getting into this game here as Callum Wilson plays a beautiful pass there into Ryan Fraser. And Ryan Fraser this time smashes the ball in the top corner past Ben Foster. And that's Paulinho. Doesn't look like the Paulinho, the one that was at Tottenham and Barcelona, but that was a beautiful little touch. I think it was actually by Paulinho, not Callum Wilson. And Ryan Fraser slots the ball there beautifully, expertly past Ben Foster. And we're pegged back pretty quickly as Callum Wilson skips past the defender here. Can he get a shot away? He can. And that was fantastically saved by Ben Foster. So in the Wolves game, he made some critical saves, and he's been making some more critical saves here against Bournemouth. And yeah, we move into the second half, and Bournemouth are still applying the pressure as Ben Foster comes out again to clear the ball. But the referee's given a foul there against Messina. I think he tried to just slide in to block the cross. As I think it was David Brooks he was getting the cross in. I think this is outside the box, although he fell inside the box, but it's not. The referee's given a penalty, and it's Callum Wilson who takes it, almost rushes it, and Ben Foster, diving to his right, continues his great form this game with a fantastic penalty save. I didn't think that was inside the box. That was interesting that the referee gave that, but yeah, that was a great save by Ben Foster as Will Hughes here late in the game gets the ball away. Ooh! Just as he just whistles the ball over the bar. We're getting towards the latter parts of the game here as Will Hughes was, I would say, kind of fouled as he went, although he got a shot away, he was fouled as he was taking the shot. But unfortunately, the ball just whistled over the bar. And as we move into stoppage time here at the end of the game, and that is the end of the game. We weren't able to get the winner. And we haven't drawn many games, actually, in this season so far, but we do get a draw away here at Bournemouth. We are two evenly matched teams, I think. So that was kind of a result that you would expect. But yeah, I'd say all in all a positive episode. We're through to the FA Cup 4th round. Obviously, we got the win against Wolves, but unlucky not to get the win here against Bournemouth. But hope you guys have enjoyed this another episode of the Watford Career Mode. I think next episode we're going into the depths of the January transfer window. Maybe we'll dip into the transfer market, maybe not. You'll have to tune in, guys, next time to make sure to see whether we buy anyone or not and how we do in the next 3 games. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.